Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to my channel, The Light of Grace, and this is Grace. It's time for another money job live reading, and this will be for the month of September 2022. I thank you so much for coming back. Thank you very much. And hello to my new viewers. I'm hoping that there's something here that can guide you and assist you in your soul journey. And if it does, please like, share, and subscribe, and hit the bell button so you can be notified of any new readings that I might have for you. This will be general reading. And not everything here might resonate, but I would suggest for you to watch the reading all the way, because just in case there might be something that you need to know. What else? Yeah, I guess that's it. So this is the money reading, the Sagittarius with job reading, Sagittarius no job reading, and life reading. And this is going to be the tangible blessings that you're going to be receiving for the month of September 2022, which I'll be reading later. For now, let's do the money reading. What's coming your way? You have the Five of Swords, clarified by the Six of Cups in reverse. And this is the front. The King of Pentacles. Right here. Advice, guidance, and messages from the divine and the universe. You have the By the Book. This is my new oracle card. It's beautiful and says, I think the name of this book, this oracle card is Ancestor Spirit Oracle Cards. And it says here, back to basic, simplify, back to basics, simplify, reduce, and center. And the last one, 10 of Earth or 10 of Pentacles. Okay. This September 2022, my dear Sagittarius, I do feel with this Five of Swords that there's going to be some worries that's going to be bothering you this September. And this could be from some people or with a group of people, or it's just you worrying about something. About money, of course. I just noticed that there's some bloods there. Yeah, that's blood, right? That it is blood. It's red. So it's worrying you and it's giving you headache. Not everyone may get headache, but some of you get headache. Okay? And this is something about thinking what have been your financial situation for the last few months, because we're talking about the Six of Cups in here as a clarifying card, and this talks about memories in the past. It doesn't have to be love, but this is just your emotions and what I'm feeling, that for a few months now, or for a few weeks or a few days, you have been alone and you have been seeking guidance, seeking enlightenment in order to bring back the joy and happiness that you have once in your finance. That's what I'm getting out of that Six of Cups in reverse. But what you're not seeing here is that I have the King of Pentacles and I have the 10 of Pentacles. That's abundant energy that's coming your way. What I'm getting out of this, looking at this one, you are too much in your head. I think that's you're thinking too much. You're worrying too much. And I don't feel that you have some financial lack. I don't think you're broke, because I have the King of Pentacles here and I have the 10 of Pentacles. I think you are well abundant enough, but there is something going on with your finance that is really giving you a headache. That could be related to your job, because the King of Pentacles is a representative of someone who has a job as self-employed or who has his own business, but does not have to be. But there is something going on with your finance, and it's been lingering for quite a while, because the Six of, like what I said, the Six of Cups is lingering it's coming from the past, okay? And it's still giving you a headache. It could be from some people, or maybe you're having an argument with some people and you're not on the same page with these people. It could be your business partner, or it could be your partner that you're having some financial issue, okay? Some disagreement or not being on the same page. same page as far as maybe managing the money or saving money. But what the divine and the universe is letting you know, that you have to be strategically, you have to strategize your not yourself, but it's more of like think and process a way that may be a little bit conservative or traditional, but this way, this path or this process is gonna lead you to some sort of satisfaction or goal that you wanted with your finance. It's by the book. This is tradition. This is an old-fashioned way of doing things. Okay, it might be old-fashioned, but it's gonna work for you. And this could be a lot of things. It's maybe an old way of thinking of how to save money, an old way of thinking how to find solution to your problem, or an old way of approaching the problem or situation. Okay, maybe you need to seek guidance from somebody who has expertise with that situation that you're going through, because these are elephants. An elephant is following another elephant, and another elephant is following the boss elephant. So that is kind of like saying that why don't you listen or seek advice from somebody who knows the problem, who knows the situation that you're going through, and maybe then you can gain some sort of enlightenment or answer that you've been seeking or you've been wanting. Okay, but also with this, back to the basics, and this, I've read this because this is a new oracle card, so I have to read what it means. This is a gentleman, and he in this group, what's the name, one second, let me find out the name of this group. The name of this tribe is the Sun. Here, Sun. Okay, the Sun are the oldest group of tribes in Africa who carries only small things, the important ones, the one that's gonna bring them some sort of help. They don't collect stuff that is not so important, and they travel and they go places depending on the season to seek waters and shelter. Okay, so they live a simple life, reduced life, and they focus on things that matters and that's important: food, shelter, safety, and all that. So what I'm getting out of this, my dear Sagittarius, is that it's time for you to simplify the way you think. It's not exactly to simplify your life. You're putting too much things on your head that worries you, that maybe there is no reason for you to worry. This is saying, why don't you organize your mind? What are the important things that you need to handle at this time, and what are not so important? This is the time when you have to focus on the most important ones and kind of leave behind the not so important problem that you have, so you don't look like you're having a massive stroke in here. You're not having a massive migraine. Okay, simplify the things that's going in your mind. Don't make it complicated, because there is no reason for you to stress out or to be problematic, because you have the money. Okay, you have the abundance. All you have to do is relieve the stress and the pressure that's getting into your head. Okay, and stop looking back in the past that have happened in your finance, because it's not going to do you any good anyway. Stay in the moment, stay in the present. Forget the past. Past give you some lessons and things that you need to be watching out. And if you're having it at this present moment in time, then okay, What's the problem right now? This is the issue that I had before. Then maybe I should avoid it, or maybe I need to take care of the business now before it gets big. But this is the time for you to simplify the way you think. Okay? Like what I said, you're abundant, you have the money, you have the means, but don't just not to worry too much about things that does not need to need some worrying. Okay? All right, let's go to the Sagittarius with job. What's coming your way? At work, you have the Four of Wands, clarified by the Eight of Pentacles. And this is the other Eight of Pentacles on this side here. Advice, guidance, and messages from the divine and the universe. You have the Truth Be Told. Teach and share, instill, instruct, and educate. Okay. And the last one, you have the Ace of Earth. Okay, I think with this Eight of Pentacles in here, as you can see, there is a little boy standing standing against the wall. Okay, kind of listening to this guy that it's focusing on building these pentacles. Okay, and having this, sorry, I think what I'm getting for this September reading for you, my Sagittarius, with Sagittarius with job, is about you sharing your knowledge and expertise about your work to people who need some teaching, or who need some guidance. This is the time when you need to share your knowledge and your expertise to them. This is about truth be told, okay? And that's what the guidance here. There's not a lot of things going on at work for you that you have to worry about. This is just saying that because you are stable and grounded, okay? As far as work-wise, in general, you're meshing with your coworkers, you're doing your job successfully, you're in a happy energy, you're in a harmonious energy this September. I think what the divine and the universe is letting you know that maybe there's some people around you who need some teaching, who need some guidance about anything that you might be expert of. Okay? Because this here, from what I read, this is the Lama, or this is the monk that teaching these young monks, the students, about the things that he knows about spirituality. Okay, he's educating and instilling information to them that might help them as they grow to become a spiritualist. So here is also the gentleman who's teaching this young man who's still who's still a newbie about this work. So that's pretty much it for you, Sagittarius, is to teach any knowledge and expertise and truth. Okay, truth about, it's kind of like about sharing your love and respect to those young ones, and not eating your young ones, as they're saying. Just to be open, okay, to be open to them and to be truthful about what your work is all about. But just to let you know, Sagittarius with job, that there is going to be an opportunity that's being opened up for you this September. It could be a project that is being presented to you that might bring stability to you, or that's going to bring more of expertise to you. It could be a project or some sort of a conference that you need to go to, that it's going to instill more knowledge to you too. This is probably the month where you're going to be learning to not just be a master of your own work or expert or your role or your position, but also adding on top of that knowledge to make you more knowledgeable. But also, this could be a raise coming your way. Raise. Okay, this could be a raise in your added to into your finance, into your check, or this is more of an opportunity. But this is also saying that there is something coming up this September that is gonna sort of bring this groundedness and balance and strong foundation into your workplace. Okay, and that might come in different shape or form, but otherwise you're gonna be in a good mood at work because you have the Four of Wands, successful, happy, good mood. Let's go to Sagittarius with no job. What's coming your way? You have the Six of Pentacles, clarified by the Knight of Wands, Two of Pentacles. Advice, guidance, and messages from the divine and the universe. You have the TikTok. You have the balance yourself, direction, growth, life stages, and Seven of Fire. So for Sagittarius with no job, I think this is the month where you have to take action in making decision. It's time to take action because I have the TikTok in here and I have the Knight of Wands in here, and maybe for a while you've been, juggling about, I don't know, about what kind of job you have to apply, or about, or should I get a job now or not, or you just been, busy with other things, not job related. Okay, but the universe and the divine is saying that it's time for you to go out there, take action to bring the financial balance or financial stability that you're wanting, because this Six of Pentacles is about fair and balanced distributions of energy. And I do feel that also, let's say if you are if people are helping you to be able to survive while you're not having job, that it's about time for you to do some payback, to also give the same energy that other people's giving you. Okay, that's what I'm feeling, that it's about time for you to take action and be fair and be balanced financially. Okay, and this Six of Pentacles could also an indication that there is going to be a balance, not exactly money, but there is a balance of well, I can say that it's money. Okay, because probably this Knight of Wands can be an indication of a job, but more likely I'm not leaning towards that. But it could be for some of you that this Knight of Jobs, there's a job that's being offered you, and finally, okay, should I take it, should I not take it? And then the universe is saying, hey, Sagittarius, that's given an opportunity, the opportunity is being presented to you, why don't you make a decision now, instead of slowing down, instead of procrastinating about making decision. It's about time now, because they're giving you this opportunity to somehow bring the balance into your finance. But otherwise, I'm leaning towards about the other one, where it's about time for you to take action, to actually stop juggling things about, but instead to actually make a decision and go out there to sort of show an appreciation to those people who's helping you financially. It's time for you to not longer sit back and relax, but instead go out there and take action. With this, balance yourself as an advice. What I'm getting here, this is the time for you to kind of bring things into fruition. This is the combination. No, not combination, but this is more of the four elements: the water, air, earth, and fire. But this is also about the sun, the moon, the light, and the desire. And this is also transition. This is a lot of things. This is a wheel. This card here has a lot of meaning. But since it says to balance yourself, this is about time for you to balance yourself, really, as in grow up. This is the time for you to grow up. This is the time for you to start going out there and explore and be an expert. Life stages. This is about, okay, you don't have a job. That is when you are in the baby energy, infant energy, okay? Now, okay, this is telling you to take action. You have got to go out there. Now, when you go online or when you go out there sending your resume or applying for a job, that is about adulthood. That is about you being the young person. Okay, I'm gonna take action. I'm growing. I'm learning. I'm realizing that I got a job. Now, when you are finally getting when you finally got a job, that is about adulthood. That's about taking responsibility. Thinking smart, being adult. That is a part of it. And then when the time become an expert with your job, this whole cycle here is about you getting there. Okay, that is about time for you to get out of the chair and doing something for your life. Okay, you need to change. You need to transition from an infant to adult. It's time for you to grow up. That's what I'm saying. It's time for you to grow up. And I hate to say this because I'm not going to sugarcoat this, but there is some people here in this group that is kind of sitting on a lazy energy. Sorry to say, but yes, you're relying so much on the help of your loved ones or your friends because things are kind of comfortable with you. But it's about time for you to get your ass out of the chair and go out there and make some bucks for yourself and stop relying on other people because those people also need the money. Okay, it's about time for you to pay back the blessings that I have given to you. Okay, don't be hating me. I'm just saying that there's some people out there. Not all of you are lazy. I'm just saying that there's some. This message is specifically for people that are lazy. But some of you kind of got so relaxed to the point that you need some reminding that you have to go out there and do something with your life. Okay? Last one, you have the 7 of Fire. See, you have the capabilities to be successful if you want to. And this is what the universe and the divine is letting you know, that you do have the capability to do so, to be the unicorn, to be proud of yourself, to be confident. You have all that within you. It's just a matter of doing something about that. Okay? It's about time to rise up and grow up and achieve something in your life. Okay? Now let's go to the life reading. What's coming your way? You have the Lovers. A clarifying card, you have the 10 of Wands. The Devil. The World. The Page of Pentacles. Advice, guidance, and messages from the divine and the universe. You have the Flexible. Go after your goal, persist, encourage, and advance. In 4 of Water. So, Sagittarius, life. Life has not been easy for you, Sagittarius, because I have this 10 of Wands in here. And I have the Devil. Okay? And this burden or this problem that you're going through, it could be a toxic relationship, either with romantic relationship or with people or with a person. This toxic situation that you are going through with another person or with your partner or relationship is giving you back pain, giving you burdens. Okay, as you can see, this guy is carrying all this wood. All right, it's giving you that, and it feels like you're bound to that problem. And because the devil is also bound to this, they are chained, and these ones are bound. So I feel like you're bound to this toxic energy that you have a hard time getting out of. Okay, like what I said, it could be a relationship because I have the lovers in here. All right. Some of you, you've been sitting on the energies of feeling sad and depressed or anger or frustration, and you're not happy with that situation emotionally, especially you're not emotionally happy, and you've been on that cycle. But this month of September, it's about you making decision, because the lover is also an indication of a decision that needs to be made. Okay? Because you've been sitting on this burdening and toxic energies with the relationship with a person or with a group of people that you feel like you can get out of. So now the divine saying, God is saying, hey Sagittarius, make a decision now. Okay, I know you're done with this burdens, with this toxic energy, and you want to get out of it. You need to get out of it. But you know what, it's time to change the energy now. With this world in here is telling me that the cycle has to be changed, or the universe is letting you know, this cycle is gonna change. The cycle is gonna change. And you might not realize that it's changing, or maybe the universe is already stepping onto your life and saying, you know what, we're gonna change this because you have a hard time getting out of this cycle. So it's either that, or you're gonna realize that a decision has to make that you have to get out of this. Now, the advice for this one is to be flexible. Okay, you need to be flexible. This is a situation maybe that you have to do something that you are not comfortable of doing. Okay, that maybe doing something that you're not usually doing. That is the flexibility. Because we humans, we tendency to do the same things repeatedly. Okay, because that is our comfort zone. But when there is a need for change, and if you want change, it means you have to do things that you might not be comfortable of doing, but sometimes that is the only way to get out of it. Maybe you've been holding back on making decision about the situation. For example, leaving your crappy relationship, or dealing with you're having a hard time facing these people who's giving you this toxic energy, either a friend, a relationship, or a business partner. Then this is the time for you to start speaking up and talk to them about your issue, either in a relationship or in business or in friendship or whatever that relationship that you're having problems with. It's about time to tackle it, to talk about it, and to face it. You might not be comfortable, but it is gonna help you. That is one way I would read this flexible oracle card. Now, it says here, go after your goals as the advice. Okay. This is Robert the Bruce. I just read it, so that's why. This is Robert the Bruce, and he's Scottish. Okay, he fought battle with English or British people. I think that's the enemy of this people. So he was frustrated. He was losing hope. Right? He was losing hope. He feels like he's stuck and he's not gonna ever win the battle against the British. So what he did, he went by himself to Ireland to start feeling sorry for himself. But at one time, the universe spoke to him. He saw this spider webbing, doing his web. He's webbing, okay? And then he saw the spider repeatedly doing things because he's not able to make the protection that he wanted for himself. The web, he wanted the web, but he could not make the web. But the spider did not stop doing it repeatedly till he get it right, and finally he did, right? So that kind of dawned on him, and telling him that, you cannot give up. You have to keep doing what you need to do, and maybe there's a little twigging, or the little twist that needs to be done in the way you address the battle. So now he went back, and then it took him some failures, but he finally won and gained their independence. Okay, and with this story, if I have delivered correctly, this is the time. Yes, you've been doing things repeatedly, on hoping for a change, for hoping for it to be over, whatever this toxic energy that you're going through in life, or whatever this energy that you felt like you're bound to and you could not get out of it, however it might apply to you. This is the time when you go back there and do a little twisting. And that's probably why I say flexibility. It means you going out of your comfort zone. This is about changing your mindset. This is about changing your perspective. This is about changing the way you solve your problem. And doing so is going to help you to fix the problem, and maybe finally win the battle of losing this bondage that you have with your problem, or with this toxic situation that you're in, either relationship, partnership, or friendship, or whatever that may be, that you have to make a decision. Do you know what I'm getting? It's about persistence. It's about being smart enough, okay? Advancing yourself to a situation by like what I said, changing the way you think and the way you do things. Now, doing so, if ever you're gonna do that, and for some of you, you will be, it's gonna begin a cycle that's gonna bring stability and groundedness. Finally, it's gonna finally change the cycle of your life, and it's gonna start fresh with something little might be, but it's finally beginning to have a better energy. It's the cycle is changing, and this time it's stable, grounded, it's not toxic. Maybe for some of you, you need to break up with your relationship that is toxic. If it's a love relationship, break up with them. If it's just costing you unhappiness and a torturing energy. If it's a friendship that is toxic, leave that friendship. It's about time for you to decide and say, yes, I'm leaving this toxic situation. If it's a business partner that is toxic, well, you know what? If you're not going to leave that business yet, well, talk to your partner. Discuss them the issue because you're not happy about it. And if it's still not helping, then leave the business, okay? Because somehow it's not do you any good. An action has to be taken with courage, with focus, with the willingness and flexibility in order to change the cycle of your life and start fresh with this stability and groundedness. Now, you have this Four of Waters. What I'm getting from this is that the universe is presenting you a new thing in life that's going to make you happy. As you can see, this lady is holding this biggest pearl on her hand, and it's the same thing for this little boy. It's synchronicity. It's letting you know that this is being presented to you by the universe. You might not be seeing it coming your way, but they are gifting you something special that's going to make you happy. And this is something that's coming to you only and only after you have made a decision about solving this problem or this situation that is not for your highest good. And then this is what you're going to get out of that. This is the result. This is the end game of that action that you're going to be doing. The divine, the universe is presenting you a happiness, stability, and groundedness. Okay, that is the end game of this act. The end game of this, if ever you do all these things that I just said. This is not me talking. This is the universe, okay? Channeling through this reading and letting you know what is good for you, what is going to help you to get out of this situation. All right? Sometimes, in the reading, there's some harsh messages that you need to know, and people usually has a hard time accepting the message because we're just being human. We're hard-headed people. Believe me, I know, because I am also hard-headed. But sometimes we need to realize that, and yeah, we get a little defensive about changing it, but sometimes change is better than getting stuck. And sometimes we have to put our ego aside in order to change the direction of our life. Okay? So now you have the Five of Swords, the Four of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, and the Lovers. I think this September 2022, it's about making decision. Smart decision to bring balance into your life. If you want stability and happiness, you have to make a decision. Either if this is regarding a relationship, a love relationship, or it may not be. You have to make a decision, or else sorry about that, or else you're just gonna sit on this Five of Swords. You are gonna be just in conflict within yourself for a while. Okay? Just an additional like a little side note, if some of you wants to marry someone and you're stressing out how you gonna propose to this person, you don't know if they're gonna reciprocate back to you, if they're gonna say yes to you. Just because I know there's a Lovers here, there is a Four of Wands, because Four of Wands is a representation of marriage too and relationship, and this is an exchange of energy. And that's what I'm feeling, that maybe for some of you, there are some of you out there who wanted to marry somebody, but you don't know how this person is gonna reciprocate back to you, if they're gonna say yes or no, and it's stressing you out. Okay? Or also, this could be a partner that you have, a husband or a wife, or that you have, and there is some stress that's going on in your home space. It's probably money-wise that's really stressing you out. Then maybe you have to make a decision to bring balance to this one. Okay, I don't know how you're gonna do it, because I don't know what the problem that's going on with your partnership or relationship, but that's something that needs to be shared fairly to your person in order to maintain this home, to maintain this relationship in a happy, stable relationship, and also pull you out from this stress that you're receiving. Now, for what you're going to be receiving for September 2022, gift from above. First, you have victory. Okay, that's beautiful energy to have. Okay, accept this and letting you know that there is this possibility for you to receive some victory in some aspect of your life that you might be having some problem. Groundedness, that is something that came out of the life reading. There is an energy coming your way to ground yourself, your mind, your emotions, and your desires, and everything else that's going in your life. There is going to be an energy of, there's some chaos and dramas happening in your life, but you're going to feel grounded. You're not feeling overwhelmed. You're not feeling stressed out. You know it exists, but you know it's going to be victorious someday. You're going to find solution, and you know that. That's a gift from the divine. And take a leap of faith. Take a leap of faith. It's time to take action. That's what I'm just saying. You have to make a decision about something in your life that's going on, or it could be general in life, that you have to make a decision. You want change, you want balance, you want happiness, You want stress-free? Well, it's time for you to take a leap of faith. And this is being gifted to you by the divine. Grab this. You have this in your hand this September. Grab this, because if you do, it's going to lead you to victory and groundedness. All right. This is your reading, my dear Sagittarius. I am thanking you so much. I'm sending you lots of love and light and courage. All right. See you next month. Bye-bye.